A first ever stunning admission from a woman who accused Duke University of lacrosse players of raping her nearly 20 years ago. The story was a national firestorm. She now says she lied about the encounter. Crystal Mangum first made the claims back in 2006, saying 3 members of the school's lacrosse team raped her after she had been hired to dance at a house party the team was throwing. Police charged David Evans, Colin Finnerty, and Reed Seligman after Mangum's accusations. But after much back and forth and the city's DA stepping down from the case, North Carolina's Attorney General later dismissed the charges, citing a lack of evidence. But now, going on the record on a podcast nearly 20 years later, Crystal Mangum says she was lying the whole time.
I testified falsely against them by saying that they raped me when they didn't. And that was wrong. And I betrayed the trust of a lot of other people who believed in me. And made up a story that wasn't true because I wanted validation from people and not from God. I hope that they can forgive me. And I want them to know that I love them. And they didn't deserve that.
Now, before I start this video, I would like to thank CNN on TikTok for the story. So 20 years ago, a black woman who was accusing 3 white lacrosse players of SA and raping her, right? Now, she told the world that she lied about the whole situation. You know, I've been thinking about, before I did this video, I've been thinking about a lot of stuff that's happening. And when women come forward accusing a person of rape or SA, it's basically like, it's sort of allegations, but people can ruin their lives, right, over one lie. You remember, and this during that time is about race and believe all women, blah blah blah. But now it's like people a woman like her is gonna make real victims look bad, or is gonna make real victims not come forward about what happened with them. You're thinking about the Diddy situation, now the Jay-Z situation with allegations that they did this, and this to them. And then you look at this woman who waited until 2024, 20 years later, saying that it was all a lie, and all wasn't true, wasn't factual. People, when she came out and say, yeah, they did it, you know, believe all women, but at the same time, like, how can we believe a woman that's gonna lie and make the whole thing up, and then the people that was accused or has false allegations, they're the ones going to be messed up for the rest of their lives. When it comes to their college career, sporting careers, we have false allegations. Then all of a sudden, their lives are messed up over a false allegation or a lie. And one thing is that, how can we believe anybody anymore? This is basically messed up. But at the same time, like, if a woman accuses a person of rape or SA, could she be charged with perjury? And all the years of people been lying all over the years, nothing's really been happening to them. And I think they need to start doing something to that. They need to. Because some men are already in prison over allegations. They're in prison over lies or untruths, right? And when they tell their truth, nobody don't want to believe, or they overlook of their truth. So when she waited, and this isn't happening in 2008, but she waited 20 years later, which is 2024, to admit that she'd been lying all along. What did that tell you? And then I think in 2011, she really was accused, if I'm not mistaken, prove me wrong, that she stabbed her boyfriend or stabbed her, the man she with, to deletion. And she spent prison time for that. But let's be real. When a man been falsely accused of something that he didn't even do, and his life was completely messed up. I see athletes has been falsely accused and they're determined prison time for something they didn't even do. Look what happened to a football player once. Had his whole future ahead of him, and one a lie, like this girl accusing him of rape or sexual or SA. His life was messed up. He's been prison time for that. And it turns out that once it turned out it was a lie, they let him go. But they need to have a law, and I'm just being honest, that they need to have a law that if a person found out that she's lying about SA or rape, she need to be charged for perjury. Because at the end of the day, like, you mess up people's lives by doing all of that. So y'all let me know what you think about it in the comments.